I didn't know that men really act like this when you don't want to have sex with them. Like, nowadays, people are so entitled to something that ain't theirs. Why are you so entitled to my coochie?
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Meanwhile,
and the server brings the check and I reach for it and I decide to pay for it, please don't act confused like you don't know what's going to happen when we leave.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Y'all are walking contradiction, literally.
who's advocating for the average man?
Wait a minute!
Fuck you mean?
Y'all saw that, right?
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I came across a video the other day that I wanted to share with you guys because I've kind of made this example in passing throughout the few years that I've been doing YouTube, especially when it comes to this topic about women feeling a way about men wanting sex within the first couple dates, even though these women over here don't want to do cheap dates, don't want to do coffee dates. Y'all want men to spend hundreds of dollars on you when they can take that same amount of money and skip all the bullshit and get right to the business, as Gilbert Arenas would have said. But the reason why I've always found this funny, because I've always mentioned that, bro, if you put a whole bunch of women in a room and you ask them if they expect to get sex if they cover the bill, 9 times out of 10 they are going to say yes. And I finally found the woman that admitted this. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Listen, if we go out on a date and we chilling, we vibing, we having a great time, and the server brings the check and I reach for it and I decide to pay for it, please don't act confused like you don't know what's going to happen when we leave. Don't act confused. Right then and there, you should already know what to expect when we leave this place. Like, you should already know. Like, please don't hit me with that, what you about to do? You? I'm about to do you. That's what I'm about to do. You done had your dinner, and now you got to have your dessert. So I hope you like cream pie.
What? Nasty bitch.
Listen, if we go out on a date and we chilling, we vibing, we having a great time, and the server brings the check and I reach for it and I decide to pay for it, please don't act confused like you don't know what's going to happen when we leave. Don't act confused. Right then and there, you should already know what to expect when we leave this place. Like, you should already know. Like, please don't hit me with that, what you about to do? You? I'm about to do you. That's what I'm about to do. You done had your dinner, and now you got to have your dessert. So I hope you like cream pie.
How does one say I'm in full support in Spanish? Because this is the type of energy that we need. A wise woman once told me, don't threaten me with a good time. And I've never resonated more with the message than that one right there. Ladies, if there was ever a time to get behind a movement, this is the movement to get behind. This is the movement you put your full support into. Because I'm almost 100% sure all the men would agree that there's nothing more satisfying than a woman taking an approach like this. And ladies, don't worry, y'all not gonna be bamboozled. We're not gonna allow y'all to take us on a wonderful date, show us a good time out, and then get back to your house and sit at the edge of the bed, act like we don't want to get it in. He liable to pull it out on the way home. That's how much excitement a man gets from being treated so wonderfully. Because if it's one thing that could turn a man on, it's to be taken care of by a woman that he's already attracted to. Because believe it or not, he was gonna sleep with you regardless. But the fact that you paid for the bill, you done gave him a second wind, a new set of energy. Now that session gonna be like no other. And if you don't believe me, just try it. See how it goes. Y'all keep the change.
You know what's funny? I never thought about that. I mean, I'm like, I've always put that out there, but I never. It's like, yeah, the fact that you covered the bill, oh yeah, you definitely getting cracked. I'm like maybe that should be something y'all should consider. I'm like, unfortunately, a lot of y'all can't afford to.
It's just my finances.
Now we know, Flat Purse. We know, flat purse.
When you ain't busting that coochie down, niggas don't want nothing to do with you. I didn't know that men really act like this when you don't want to have sex with them. Like, nowadays, people are so entitled to something that ain't theirs. Why are you so entitled to my coochie?
Listen, especially if you're traditional, I fully get this. This is crazy. Like, I feel bad for like the modest women who don't be sleeping around and all that, because you have to understand, the rest of the women messed it up for y'all. In 2026, sex is a man's romance. In 2026, women are having casual sex. Women are. Men are getting casual sex, but women are having casual sex. They're having sex with as many men as they feel like it, and they're not feeling bad for it. I'm not even telling you to feel bad. What I am telling you is that the average man knows, if he's smart, that the average woman is having sex with whoever she wants to have sex with, right? See, back in the day, these dudes were marrying virgins, basically. And that was the finish line. They knew they married a woman who a bunch of dudes hadn't fondled with their private parts. And so it's worth waiting for at that point, right? Like, I mean, this is what we got to do to get, it is what they would get married to get a piece. But do you know how crazy it is now for guys just to date and take women out and do all the things that women like way more than men? And then he just gets to do that? He gets to go, he gets to pay for all these dates, do all this shit. And then that's it. His pleasure should just be in taking you out and wooing you. It's 2026. He knows you've had casual sex with someone. Not you, but more than likely, like, if he's a smart man, he knows that you have probably, more than likely, if he is to run the numbers, have had sex with someone casually. So why would he be taking you out every week and doing this and that movie, Sweet Little Nothings, if he's getting literally nothing? You think he should find pleasure in paying for y'all to go somewhere every 2 seconds? It's just crazy how y'all think this is supposed to go in 2026.
Yeah, they want, because they want the 1950 benefits. You know what I mean? But they want 2026 modernism. That's the problem. And I've been saying this. This is one of the main reasons why men are so checked out, and women, I think women know this, they just don't like it. And to tell you the truth, I think they feel like there's nothing they can do about it, because it's funny how y'all want to turn the clock back on men, but women don't want to turn back the clock on modesty. You feel me? Like, y'all still want to be 304s and y'all want to do your thing. At this point, I think men have come to an acceptance stage where they're like, you know what? Do y'all. Doesn't mean we have to take y'all seriously. And that's the part that women are frustrated with.
So the first sign she wants you to make a move is if you guys are out on a date and she pays for the full date. Listen to me. Women are extremely stingy with their money, especially if they don't like you. This is how stingy they are. They have a whole saying, my money is my money and his money is our money. That is how diabolically stingy they are. Now, if she insists on splitting that bill and she split that bill, she don't like you like that. You might as well count your losses and move on. She's basically saying she don't want you to get any idea in your mind that she owes you something. It ain't no romance happening. It ain't nothing. Move on. But let's go back to a woman paying for the date. When she pays for the date, she's removing resistance. Now, how you behave after that, what you do after that, matters. A lot of men get awkward, overcompensate, or lose their edge when they can't hide behind providing. What you do after she pays tells her everything. Now, if she offers to pay the whole bill, what I want you to do, you always ask her, are you sure? And here's why you do that. Sometimes some women have this thing in their head to where, oh, a woman ain't never supposed to pay for the date. And so they play little games and test you to see what you gonna do. So you always ask them, are you sure? Now, if she insists and she's serious, you let her pay, but you always leave a good tip if y'all out at a restaurant.
Now, I gotta speak on this because I actually experienced this, but it didn't end the way that you would think. Because one time I was dating a woman, and this is part of the reason why I stick to my 3-date rule now, because I broke it. I broke that 3-date rule with her because I was really into her. By this time, we were on maybe our 4th or 5th date, and she decides to pay the bill. And I did exactly what the brother said. I said, you sure? Now, mind you, we only went to Chili, so I'm like, the bill came up to like $25-$30. It was cheap as hell, and this was years ago when Chili's was probably a little cheaper. But I just say all that to say that, I mean, afterwards, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I was low key like putting a full court press on her, bruh. But I'm like, bruh, she did not want me to go back home with her. I mean, like, we literally making out in the parking lot. But it's like she didn't want to go all the way with it. And then from that point, I was just kind of like, you feel me? Just kind of checked out, because it's like, okay, what are you doing? So I'm like, it's not always the case, fellas, but what I will say, that's one of the rare cases where I went out with a woman and she paid for the date. But yeah, man, I whiff with women just like all other men, bro. I am not perfect.
I was having this conversation with this guy, and the topic of men paying for it came up. He was basically saying that as a man, if you're dating a woman and you're taking her out on dates and you're pursuing her, that if she ends up having sex with you, you essentially paid for it. Now, I've heard men say this thing before, and I don't even want to say I understand it, because I kind of don't. Like, I guess I get what the point is, but it's weird to me that so many men, I'm not even going to say men because I've heard women say the same thing. It's weird to me that so many people have this thought or have this ideology that if a man is pursuing a woman, that he is essentially paying for sex if it were to happen. There is a plethora of reasons why this is a weird thought process to me, but the main reason would have to be because there are literally women, not shaming, but there are literally women in this world who do that, who you can take out and they're okay with the even exchange of you paying for dinner tonight, I'll sleep with you, or you're buying me jewelry, I'll sleep with you. They're okay with that transactional type of relationship. So to opt in women who don't look for this transactional type of relationship, to opt them in to this mindset of, well, I'm pursuing you, so I'm paying for it. It's
Yeah, she noticed she can't really describe why. It just makes her feel a way. You can tell it's just yeah, it just you just don't like the feeling of it. And the loop us in with women that do that, sweetheart. I'm like, I'm gonna let Anton Daniels rock, even though I know some of y'all don't like him. I'm gonna let him say what he got to say, because I want to react to what he has to say as well. But for her, Miss
Bonnie Crew,
yeah, ma'am, you just in your feelings. Okay, at the end of the day, unless you're gonna start paying for dates, unless y'all gonna start going 50-50 on dates, going Dutch on dates, going on cheaper dates, you can't expect, you're not gonna get men to look at this any other way, because y'all have made it such a priority to get these extravagant first and second dates that the cost really outweighs the money that you would spend on a more exchange P for P type of deal. But let's hear what this man got to say.
I agree with her. Like,
of course you do.
I know it's a lot of conversations around, because guys a lot of times say, well, you paying for it one way or another, or you pay for it if you get married, or you pay for it in this, or you pay for it in that. I think tricking culture they're trying to justify tricking culture, right? And I don't believe in trick.
Ain't nobody trying to justify it. We're just calling it what it is, bro.
Tricking culture. I believe that people should just be whatever it is that they're going to be. And if she's really describing it the way that she's describing it, and she's breaking it down and she's saying, listen, there's women out there that will literally just go transactional. Listen, you give them money, you got to do this, whatever. But it's almost like you tricking people, right? Not just tricking meaning that you spending money to try to pay for the box, or you spending money to pay for companionship. but you're tricking people, meaning that you have an expectation at the end of the night that you're not communicating ahead of time. And I think that people are adult enough, people are grown enough to where you can actually say, hey, listen, this is what it is. Or you could just go on in that space, in that type of environment. I don't believe in spending a whole lot of money trying to get to know somebody. So that just kind of eliminates that. When you get married, you're trying to raise children in most instances.
Yeah, the problem is that when if you eliminate that, then you probably just eliminated majority, if not most, of the dating pool. Like, that's the part that you're leaving out, Anton. But let's keep it moving. See, I don't agree with him all the time.
You jackass!
Like she was on a roster when she
Diddy had a roster and he was peeing on her.
She talked about that too.
So?
She didn't get peed on. So
Yes,
y'all
she
just
did.
want. She talked about that too. It's
Do
okay.
you believe that?
Why
Me?
would she go?
You personally, do you believe that she didn't get peed on?
She got peed on
I mean, I feel
by
like,
Diddy.
You
I
think
feel
she
like-
just said that she liked it as a joke and then walked it back later? Like,
no,
After he went to
I feel
jail.
like
he was like,
she has that young Miami perception of her.
Yeah, and you do too. And you kind of giving that off by the way you look and you defending her. But let's keep it moving.
Oh, because of her videos, the music, what she talks in, and things like that. What she said about getting peed on is she said it was in her game. She said she came up with the game with somebody else and they put that in there. She said she didn't really know what that was about. She said it would be fun to spice her show up. She said if I did shit, she said I missed stuff in my song. Her new song, Freaky Tell, the stuff that I did. She said if I did that, I would have no problem saying the truth about that. So
let me play it for y'all. Let me play it for y'all so we can get the whole context. You know, Anton is scrubbing. I'm working in the background while we working.
She got peed
We
on
don't
for
need
sure.
we don't need any more context, please.
I'm gonna give y'all the
please.
context. You got to hear it out of her mouth.
Don't let these women fool you, bro. Don't let women fool you. Now, obviously, this is not all women moving like this. But the pattern that I'm starting to see is that the women that seem to be defending 304s, defending 304 culture, defending high body counts, I'm starting to notice that these tend to be the women that are over here asking for a man to pay for everything. These tend to be the women that want to get the most out of a man without reciprocating. But 9 times out of 10, they probably screwing somebody else behind the scenes for free anyway. But they can't get commitment from that man, or they know that man isn't good for commitment, but the casual sex is good. Yeah, don't let these women fool you. As a matter of fact, let me share a video with y'all real quick.
That women, all right, I've heard this so many times that women are not into casual sex. But after speaking to many women, and based on my own experiences, it's not that women don't like casual sex, is we don't like bad casual sex. Okay. If a woman is feeling seen and heard and desired in all the right ways, I am telling you, she will be the most casual, dirtiest version of herself in your hands.
Y'all let me know what you think. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the rant channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.